and hard on attack inside the 22.
Reset.
We'll just roll back. So I gather you saw the earlier games between these two teams, and yeah, most of them have been sort of one-sided affair, lopsided, scores from hitting the 20, if not 30 points. So I think this is going to be a very similar scenario, I think, Tim.
Typical day one sevens tournaments, always a couple of blowout scores, so we're expecting this to be on those lines as well.
And a fantastic individual try there with a couple of fends off, and yeah, I think just too strong, too big. And put Japan on the scoreboard at 5 points to nil.
Just a very good start for Japan, opening their 2014 campaign with an early try.
Yeah, and I think you're right. It's just you got to open up your campaign, and a lot of the teams have struggled. I wouldn't think it'd be too much in terms of the conditions, because a lot of the Asian countries are used to this heat. But it's just how you adapt to maybe a big stage tournaments, day one, first game, get the jitters, and then score tries similar like what Japan has.
Yes. And kick just away to the right there. So it's 5-0 after 1.5 minutes here at Football Club.
Goes wide, Japan 5, UAE.
And it's looking like a reasonable crowd on day one there, Tim. Was, it is only about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And here we go, it's a replay there. It's just a fantastic sort of, great try. Zyrus from UAE tried to push him out the corner, but just, as I said, too strong. Nice little fend. And 5 points to nil.
Gone along with the kick here. Oh, a little knock on. Well spotted by Macro there. Not being able to retake the ball at the kickoff there, Japan.
And the key thing is in the game of sevens, you want to try and regain possession. So as soon as the kick has been taken off, you need to compete. So how athletic as your players are to get up in the air, regain possession, and basically on attack. So it's unlucky for Japan, but a let off for the UAE.
So let's see how UAE tries and breaks out of their 22 for the first time today.
Yep, and a lot of these guys, it's 100% Emiratis, which is fantastic to see from local development.
Very good.
A lot of money put into that rugby development now, so let's see where they are.
Out. They got that. It's first tick in the box. Can they get it wide? And, oh, that's...
Actually, to be honest, Japan's taking a quick throw in. Their intention is to give it a go, but referee slowed it right down. But you go back to wind the clock back to the UAE phase. They kept the ball in hand. They had a go, but they went laterally. We're 30 odd meters sideways, but it's better going dropping it after the first pass.
Indeed, especially against these bigger teams like Japan, they're just going to dominate you.
Yeah.
So ball in hand. Let's get out of that position.
Well, the referee's called some sort of infringement, so we're going to come back to the scrum.
I missed that one. So take 2 for Dubai, UAE here. Early push by Japan, great call.
Fantastic call, and just got to capitalise on this, and at sevens, you really just got to tap and go and take those opportunities.
Let's see, once
strong
again.
defence. Look at the Japanese
look at that.
strong over the ball. And there's our one of the most top try scorers. I think it might have been the season last before, Lameki. So he's back on the try scorer for 2014.
Once again, you see UAE going across the field and just getting tackled behind the D line. Japan very strong, dominant, and once again they're in number 2.
Japan have got just another. It's an interesting what they've done with the coaching structure this season. It's been a very Asian concept in terms of coaches, but this year they brought Roger Randall for the Waikato. Waikato Sevens, 15s player, played for the New Zealand Sevens, so interesting what he brings to the table from the Japanese point of view.
A lot of experience from Roger. Going back in New Zealand days, very good at sevens, so it's showing. So let's see if Dubai can get out of there now.
Just the small things that Dubai or UAE are doing. One thing, they caught the ball and that was fantastic. They can go back and look at the from the kick receives, but it's just those small things, taking the ball into contact, holding it, and you make a mistake like that, and Japanese just going to punish you and capitalise on another try and take that score out to 12 points.
Try for Japan, number 7,
14 points to nil. So
third try, 3 mistakes, and once again Japan's in. So
what we'd like to see here today is, I suppose, the confidence builds with some of these teams like the UAE, like Kazakhstan's. They come, a long way, spend a lot of money to come to these tournaments, and you don't want to be sort of piling on 40 to 50
no conversions,
points against you.
15-0.
So you want to try and build, and hopefully day 2 puts them into that peer group, which it does.
So after 6 minutes we are up to 15-0. Japan looking comfortable once again. Game 1 of the tournament for them.
Kick's gone long.
Once again, no control from the kickoff, down the sideline, and we have a try.
And I'd say that Japan really hasn't had much position from a set piece or anything like that. It's just capitalise on the mistakes that the UAE have created. So if they can just take those 1%ers away, and we wouldn't be seeing a 20 points to nil score at the 6-minute mark. So well done to Japan. They're very clinical and just do it just correctly. When there's opportunities to attack, they go for it.
So,
and Lameki's tried to convert the try, gone wide. And the Hooters gone for half time, so the score remains at 20 points to nil. But Japan taking the lead at half time over the UAE
by 20 points to nil.
So we've got a bit of a break here there, Tim. So could you just explain the viewers or the listeners here on the streamline that what's your role? I heard you've moved to the Hong Kong and got yourself a nice bit of a gig, I would say.
So I've joined the union in my 3rd month now. I'm the Senior Referee Development Officer. So as long as refereeing at the high standard in Hong Kong and for ARFU, I've set up a little academy to bring on the next 4 or 5 referees in Hong Kong to get them to that premier level and onto ARFU.
Excellent. And did you see there's great potential here in Hong Kong for that sort of need of the program, I'd say?
Yes, there's been nothing in the past along these lines, so we've identified those 4 and 5, and hopefully going forward, like the rest of the unions going forward, we can have a real impact at Club Rugby.
Absolutely, and I think you're hitting the nail on the spot. As the level has sort of raised the bar over year after year, and the question has been brought over from a public point of view as the refereeing standard has to be also brought up to the level of the players that are coming into the region. So how do you feel about all that now? Where the competition, what's the level of rugby here in Hong Kong?
Yeah, I've heard during the off-season the signings that have happened from the top clubs around Hong Kong, so everyone's looking forward to the season kick-off mid-September, and referees have to up their fitness, up their law, and keep up with the game. So this is one of our challenges in Hong Kong, and I think we've got a good squad to do that.
Well, we wish you all the best, my friend, and I'm sure I will be seeing you on the pitch, if not pitch side.
Thanks, Dana.
And I understand that you've got the next round of drinks at the Bar and Grill from March.
Round 2.
So back to second half of UAE against the Japanese.
All you hillbillies out there.
Once again, it's a bit like Tim mentioned,
And now
the
the second
development
half,
just
Japan leading UAE
bringing the level up another bar, and
20 points to
UAE,
nil.
they struggled over the last few Asian 7 series.
And once again, from the kickoff, a basic mistake
just
in
the small
front of the
things.
kicker.
I was about to say they've improved out of sight, but then you get a mistake like that where the runner was about 10 metres in front of him from the kickoff. So here we go. Until Japan are going to capitalise again. Just a couple of little simple draw passes. And here I go. I'm just really way ahead of myself. A couple of simple passes, about to score, and he dropped it down. So maybe I shouldn't have said that, but that's rugby.
So here we are. Second half, back in the 22 of UAE. We've seen this for the first 7 minutes. Can they get out of that magical 22 zone? Oh.
And there we go, Lameki, he's a bit of a stepper, a bit of a dancer, offloader. Just got to get the colour of the jerseys right. And knock on there by UAE with the scrum down. No, double knock on, so scrum down. UAE. So taking a bit of time to get themselves out of this half, and it's always been deja vu from the previous half.
So we've got the subs coming on nice and early in the second half. Maybe an impact player, maybe, just to get out of that 22.
Well, I think they're all impact players.
So let's see. The scrum will set down from macro. UAE ball.
Great to see the UAE up for the challenge, that's for sure, you know.
They're not going to put their heads down and give up, are
No,
they? So
absolutely.
They're going to learn. Playing the best. You learn the most playing the best. So once again,
Oh,
good advantage. Coming back, Macro, offside at the scrum.
yeah, and I think that UAE player knew there was an advantage, so he decided just to drop it anyway.
So here we are. Here's their first chance of the game. Get out of that 22.
Well, I think they're going to go for touch because their line out, they won the last line out, so I can't see why they don't have the confidence of winning their second line out. So that gives them a good 20, 30 metres. Let's make it 50. 50 metres up the pitch for the kick because they've been struggling to get outside that 22. So let's get a nice phase from this set piece.
Bit of confidence boosting here for
Absolutely.
the UAE. So
Absolutely.
let's see what they can do. Japan making a double sub. In the back line, it looks like.
Yeah, I think there's one of the forwards, one of the backs, but I think it's the time to why not give all of your team members a bit of a run when you're leading at 20 points to 0 with 4 minutes to go. UAE, unconventional line-out. Won by the Japanese.
Oh, ball's gone backwards there. Play on. Here we go, can Dubai. Put pressure on Japan. Force the turnover, no. Step, fend, pass, speed, corner. Great try. Just shows their skills, strength, speed.
Try for Japan, number 5, Shunya Goto.
Number 5. Crosses over.
It seems like they're making it very difficult for themselves there, Tim. It's it's not the Japanese, and as I say, it's only early in the piece. It's their first head outs. They've shown some fantastic class over the years, and they've probably just got a little bit to fine tune and get combinations into place. So, and a great side, I suppose.
Version of the game.
When you play to a level such as the UAE,
Japan,
you all start to fall apart and
27,
become,
UAE
sort of
yet to
individualistic. So.
So great conversion from the sideline there. Japan 27, UAE 0 after 3 minutes in the second half. Let's see if UAE can control the kickoff.
And there we go, it's a replay there. Just nice side, inside, outside. And great passing, just wheels to the corner. So UAE just keep trying. So regain. Japan inside the 22. The UAE, nice short ball. Oh, he's about to commit the outside defender with an inside pass.
We'll come back for the
knock
scrum.
on.
Love to see the territory stat.
Well, yes. Well, and the bigger picture, there's a lot down this end and there's bugger all down that end, sort of thing. So, there's our stats.
Stats man tells us right now.
Yeah, exactly. So, kick is conversion is successful. Take the score out to 39 points to 9. And it's been waved away. Final score: 51 points to 0 to the Japanese.
Masterclass of Sevens Rugby. Winners over UAE.
Well done to UAE. Good to front on up. But Tim, mate, thank you very much.
No problem
It's a great display of commentary.
Thank you, commentary
I'm sure
box.
you'll probably do even better on the pitch later on this afternoon, my friend.
I hope so, my friend. Thank you.